Well, for me, a lot of times people think about justice and they think about in a punishment type of a way. And I really don't think that that's what justice is actually all about. It's a characteristic that our country was founded on. And justice to me means that it should be as it's supposed to be. It's what's right. And everybody has the right to expect to be treated in a just manner, no matter what position you're in, no matter what your status is. Especially in our country, you have the fundamental right to be treated justly. And I think what's really formed that for me is, especially in government, in a lot of the dealings that I have, there's an expectation level that if you have a certain position or you have a certain amount of money, that you have a whole nother level of treatment that you should expect. And I try really hard within the confines of our ordinances and our laws to really make sure that, even the person on the street that's having problems gets treated in the way that he's supposed to be treated and in the right way.
Justice. I think justice we often think of as rooted in the prophetic traditions, Micah and Isaiah and Jeremiah, but it's rooted even further back in that because they're drawing on the creation story. And so justice is really rooted in God's intention for creation. God creates an abundant world where everybody can share at the table. Unfortunately, history, life excludes people from the table. Personal failures, crop failures, disasters, structures of society all tilt the table so not everybody has equal access. And that wasn't God's intent. So the prophetic tradition calling for justice reminds us that everybody has to be at the table in order for God's vision for the world, God's hope and dream, God's yearning to be realized.
Justice is not really an easy question or an easy word to define for me. I thought everything was fairly justice in our world and in our court systems. And then when I came to work at the Friendly Center, I realized that there are a lot of injustices that go on between those who have and those who have not, and people being wrongly accused. So as executive director at Friendly Center, I have the ability to have staff and have a philosophy, or not a philosophy, but try to move forward to make life more fair for everyone, to bring justice to those we serve, to level the playing field.
My notion of justice or understanding of justice has been shaped by 30 years of practicing law and my training in the law. And for me, justice, I suppose, is typified best in Lady Justice, Justitia, and the symbols that are associated with that. Her blindfold suggests impartiality. The weighing of the scales is the weighing of evidence, of right or wrong, or of fundamental fairness. And the sword is the sword of reason. I suppose my view is we live in a very morally complex world, and justice is very, very rarely ever a simple concept. So for me, I think it involves judging impartially, judging fairly, and judging with reason instead of emotions.